Aloha and welcome to episode number 10 of the Weekly Wellness Show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a subscriber to this channel. We look forward to giving you information on a weekly basis about health, wellness, and things that just make us thrive during crazy times, especially right now. So let's get into that. So now we're talking about what can we do now to boost our immune system? What are some things we can do? Well, there's all kinds of things you can do, right? First of all, it's your diet, what you're eating at home. What are you doing in this current shelter-in-place situation we're dealing with right now? We're in California, and so this has been going on almost 6 weeks. Okay, today's May 1st, and we're supposed to be doing this another 4 weeks through the end of May, so we'll see how that goes. But the thing I wanted to bring up to you the most is, what are some simple ways to improve your immune system? Well, one of them is a little bit technical, and it's not really, but think about this. Imagine if you could basically have customized supplements based on your DNA blueprint. How about that, right? So there's supplements that could also be recommended to you based on a blood test of something that you might be experiencing right now that you're trying to deal with. So to give you an example of that, say for example, if you have high cholesterol or maybe high blood sugar, well, there's specific supplements you want to take that help support, normal blood pressure and normal cholesterol, okay, to help you get to a normal physiological level of normal blood pressure and normal cholesterol levels, okay? Well, in this case, when it comes to DNA testing, we're actually figuring out, based on your DNA blueprint, what is the best vitamin supplementation for you based on a certain amount of genetic markers, okay, which we call SNPs, single nucleotide polymorphisms. And the biggest thing about these SNPs that we call these SNPs is this. One is, it's trying to let you know where in your genetic chain you have a weakness, or what is it that you need based on some of these weak genes. Some of them may have been expressed, some of them may not. So let me give you an example. Sometimes we need supplements based on what we're doing. Maybe we're dealing, like I said, with high blood pressure. We'll use that as an example. However, I may have a gene that shows I could use some nutritional support in the world of high blood pressure, but I actually have normal blood pressure. Maybe there's just something I haven't triggered yet, and I hope I don't, that would cause me to have a struggle with managing blood pressure without medication, okay, or without nutritional supplementation. So let's kind of explain what this whole thing looks like. So basically, you have a kit like this, all right? You can see, all right? You got a kit like this, and inside this kit are these two little Q-tip like things, And what we do is we put them on each side of our cheek, swab them around for about maybe 30 seconds each time, put them in an envelope, send them off to a lab, and based on that simple test, will let me know what is the best nutritional supplements my body needs based on the genes that are considered, let's say, the genes that need the most help. Okay, all right. So whatever genes need the most help, we're going to make a nutritional supplement for that. Now, how does that determine that? Well, basically, we're testing for many different things. I'm going to kind of show you here what that looks like, but this is just a report. You see all those colors there? Well, green means, hey, that's good. You haven't really expressed that gene in that category. So, for example, I rate fairly well with healthy lipid support. Or I should say, let's put it this way. I haven't been, that gene I'm fine with, okay? When it's green, you're good with it. If it's a yellow indicator, that means one of my parents gave me that recessive gene, okay? So green means, hey, you don't have a recessive gene for healthy lipid support. You're great. Yellow means one of your parents gave you that gene for healthy lipid support. So I'm good with that, all right? Red means both of my parents gave me a recessive gene for whatever support I'm going to need, okay? So let's break it down. So for healthy lipid support, yeah, I'm good, I'm green. For mitochondrial function, now mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells, okay? One of my parents gave me a gene that's recessive there, right? So I have an issue with powering the cells. Healthy inflammatory response. Both parents, I didn't get that recessive gene for both of my parents. I'm green. I'm good to go. Healthy blood pressure. One of them gave me that gene because I'm yellow there. I have a feeling that came from my mother's side. And unfortunately, she passed away due to, years of blood pressure, and then eventually which led to heart disease, congestive heart failure, and that, right? So that's something I got to look out for. It's in my gene pool, okay? Detoxification, I'm green. Healthy weight management, I'm green. Vitamin B12, oh, I'm red. So I have a recessive gene in vitamin B12 that both of my parents gave to me. Oxidative stress, so think of best way to look at oxidative stress is think of a rusty nail. It's rust, right? Just a corrosion, over time. I always look at oxidation on a car and how the paint changes color. Well, I need some support in oxidative stress support. So one of my parents gave me that gene. A healthy immune system. Wow. Okay, I'm red. All right, that's not good, especially these times during COVID right now where we need to boost our immune system. That is something I need help in. All right. So both of my parents gave me a recessive gene for a healthy immune system. So I want to make sure I'm good with that. Homocysteine, which is an inflammatory marker for heart disease. I'm actually green. I'm good there. CoQ10, healthy heart. Lipid oxidation, healthy inflammatory response, and vitamin D, I'm green all the way through. So this is really good. So to let you know how many SNPs are being tested for your genes, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 different gene SNPs that involve 1, healthy weight management, blood pressure support, oxidative stress, your immune system, and anti-aging, okay? Think about that. Isn't that kind of what we're all dealing with right now? We're all dealing with these issues with. So imagine having a supplement made for you that specifically helps you with any recessive genes you have. So the ones that were green, I don't need a supplement made for me, for that particular gene. So the supplements that were made for me were made on the ones that were either yellow, meaning I got that recessive gene from one of my parents, or red, meaning I got that recessive gene from both of my parents. Pretty cool, huh? So I have been taking these things now for probably over a year and a half. I've been taking this particular formula, and this particular formula is called Nutrition. It's from a company called Euphoria. All right. So every month I get these mailed to me, and I just take them. I take 10 capsules a day. They offer it in a powder form, but I suggest you just do capsules. And they suggest you take 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, or in the evening before you go to bed. Okay, so that's all I do. I do that, and there's some other miscellaneous things I may take too, like some fish oil and stuff like that, but very few. That's if I had to have my normal routine each day, I take those 10 supplements a day that were designed for me personally based on my DNA blueprint. Pretty cool, huh? So even though I have these recessive genes, it doesn't mean these recessive genes have been expressed. And so I want to make sure they don't get expressed by making sure I at least get the proper nutrition, supplementation, okay? And then I no longer have to guess when I go to the grocery store or anything. I mean, now I'm doing things based on science. I'm doing it based on targeted lab work that says, hey, Chris, you don't need to take these things. Stick with this and you'll be just fine, all right? So that's a beautiful thing about this, and all you have to do is just, again, it's a saliva test. I just swab the inside of your mouth on each side for 30 seconds, put it in this envelope, mail it to a lab, and by the way, your results aren't shared with anybody, okay? There are a couple of companies out there that do share your genetic, or maybe not your genetic information, but they share your contact info, all right? So just keep that in mind, so this company does not. They guard your information. You have their word that they will not share your information for marketing. And the bottom line is, we're trying to do everything we can right now, so that way we get the right targeted nutrition to stay healthy, keep the weight off, keep our body from aging, from accelerating an aging process, and also stay into an regenerative aging, or stay in anti-aging, I should say. Okay, so we'd rather age slowly than age quickly, if you know what I mean, right? And also too, another big thing this helps with is weight loss, all right? There's some weight management genes that if you have them, this particular supplement will help you with that. And especially nowadays when we have COVID, right? COVID-19, I think we should call it, well, hey, let's lose the COVID-19 pounds or fat that we put on, okay? this is 5 pounds of fat right here, and I know in the last 6 weeks or 5 weeks, people put on about 10 to 19 or more of these. Okay, so that's another thing why I take this nutritional supplement, is I'm also trying to make sure my body stays healthy during some stressful times being shelter in place, and also to protect my immune system and enhance my immune system so I can fight these things. All right, the wonderful thing about targeted nutrition is you're getting what your body needs, not what you think it needs. Okay, so this is all science. I hope you found this of value today, and like I said, before you leave, please click subscribe so I know you're live, and then hit the bell so we can keep you well. Mahalo. Thank you for being with us today, and I'll have the information below this video. So if you're interested in more about this particular supplement or Euphoria, or this DNA-based targeted nutrition, there'll be a link right there for you to check out for more information, or you can contact me directly. All right. Mahalo, and we look forward to being of service. Be well, be safe, everyone.